So Kendrick Lamar, seen as one of the greats of his time, at least as far as like songwriter goes, and as far as hip hop artists, and obviously as far as rappers go. Last year had a very eventful 2024 as he had a huge beef, the biggest beef in rap history, against the artist that is too big to fail, Drake. I've already spoken my opinions on Drake, so I'm not gonna talk about him in this video. What I will talk about is Kendrick Lamar, and one particular album I will be talking about is Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Now, I understand initially Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, while it did get a lot of praise, it did get a lot of pushback as well. Kendrick in Mr. Morale was going through like a metamorphosis of sorts, as he was actually more or less expressing on topics such as trauma and abuse. Now, I understand, coming from someone who actually grew up around the Black community, yeah, we don't necessarily, as a community, the Black community doesn't really talk about mental health. And in this video, I will be talking about how the difference between the people that like the album and what it says about them, and as well as what it says about some people who don't like the album. I would say people who actually enjoyed the album can definitely empathize with Kendrick, or at least understands that he's human, and the fact that he was healing and he's been through some shit as a Black man. And honestly, some of the shit he was talking about in that album, specifically with tracks like Mother I Sober, it definitely seemed like Kendrick was really putting himself apart from a lot of these motherfuckers with his talking points in his songs. I mean, what's the record without Count Me Out? I mean, Count Me Out was the emotional centerpiece that it was for that album. It definitely stuck with me when it comes to like Please Everybody Else But Myself. But overall, I do think Mr. Morale was definitely like a huge moment for Kendrick, artistically and personally, specifically because he finally decided to stop trying to be like this whole savior, or he's trying to save the world, which was one of my critiques for To Pimp a Butterfly, because I think he's trying too hard. I thought he was trying too hard to try to save everyone, trying to save the world. Now, granted, I don't think that was an expectation from me. I don't think that was an expectation from his fans. Now, for the people who didn't like this album, honestly, I mean, it does say something about you people too. I mean, if you don't like this album, fine. Like, that's fine. You can like what you like, don't like what you don't like. I'm just say this: y'all some weirdos, and that's just me. I mean, I've really heard the argument of, oh, people that like this album are just going through another nigga's therapy, which is not true. It's a thing called empathy, and I'm sure some of you who are like full-grown adults know what empathy is. Empathy for me personally has quite literally been my strongest emotion since middle school. So I don't understand why some people didn't like it, but I also understand why they didn't like it as well, specifically because with some of the things he also does dive into, and it's not really like the driving force that was Damn from 2017, and that was definitely his weakest album, despite it still being quite good. So Kendrick Lamar, for me personally, he's one of the greats, point blank period. I mean, he's a great songwriter. He's definitely one hell of a lyricist as well. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Mr. Morale. Honestly, I like the project. I think it was a pivotal moment for Kendrick. I'm glad he healed from whatever the fuck he was going on during that 5-year period, if not more than that, if not longer than that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So please follow my Instagram, TikTok, and I'm gonna see y'all later.